Good morning to all my students and well-wishers. Today I am going to explain you about political parties and how the political parties work on the basis of their party workers. India is a vibrant democracy. Here there are many parties, regional parties, then state parties, then somewhat known as legislative parties, then national parties. All these parties actually work on an ideology. They have a thinking. They don't just rely on the issues, they raise the issues, but as per their thinking, as per their ideology, as per their way of working. Party workers contribute the most. But I have observed that many party workers, I'm not stating any particular party, I'm not against of any of the parties, I'm just presenting my views which I have observed. I have observed that many party workers have various habits which they perform in public, like they sometimes drink and drive, sometimes they eat chew tobacco, or sometimes they smoke in front of the people where they are standing. How would the people trust you if you are doing such kinds of activities which are unethical? The main question is that what kind of example you are presenting in front of the modern generation or the new generation. Then you say that the new generation doesn't vote you, doesn't cast their vote. Why would they? If they observe all these things. I understand if you are having these kinds of habit, make sure you perform all these habits in private. It should not be performed while you are in public or public places, because you have to set an example of the ideology of your party for which you are working. So these things I have really observed. I must share one of the incidents with you. Once upon a time there was a parent husband and wife who came at my classes with their ward, and I must not speak about women. She was very decent and entered very recently in my classes with his ward. But the man, the father of that ward, was chewing tobacco. He came inside. I politely asked him, "Sir, could you please spit that tobacco outside, because this is a class. Here students are studying and that is not permitted from my side." He saw me and he was a bit in anger. I told him that this is not a good example in front of the students, nor it's a good example in front of your ward. If you are into such activities, what kind of example you are setting in front of your ward, in front of your children, in front of the society, in front of your family, in front of your wife, in front of everyone in this world? So he went outside, he spit that, he gargled with water, he came inside, and from my side I said sorry to him. He didn't say. I said, to make him realize that I am sorry for his behavior, that what he is performing in front of me. This should be the way of working. This should be the way of thinking. It is not always necessary to scold someone on various issues. If you want to make that person get out of any addiction, then you need to represent yourself in a mode of sorry. So party workers do a lot of things. Big politicians don't visit to a normal person's house, but a politician knows that the party worker visits to a normal person's house. Whatever issues they raise, these issues are represented by the party workers. Sorry for my throat is not well today due to weather change. But what I believe, a party worker should be in decently dressed, not having any kind of things in his mouth, should be clean shaved, or if it's having a beard and mustache, it should be shaved, properly combed hairs, properly dressed up, way of speaking should be good. Sometimes, when the party wins a particular seat or an election, party workers dance. Frankly, I don't like this dancing. It's not a festival. You won because you worked for the people. You reached in the hearts of the people. When you distribute sweets between people, you just give them. No. Thank them while giving them the sweets. Try to hug them. If it's a male, if it's an elder person, try to touch his feet. If there is a woman, try to touch her feet. Take blessings, because by their blessings, by the blessings of the people, which they have casted the vote, you won the election. This generally people don't do. This where party worker lacks and needs to be disciplined, needs to acknowledge people that these people made you a hero. A person cannot become hero in its life until and unless there are followers who appreciate the real braveness in him or her. With this thought, students, I would always say and appreciate that don't do such kinds of activities in the public place which can ruin your image as well as your family's image in the eyes of society, in the eyes of people, in the eyes of the country. You should always respect your ideology, your status, whatever types of habits. If you are having, if you're enjoying any kind of addiction, try to do it in private. With this thought, have a nice day, and I keep you posted. Bye bye.